What are signs a woman hasn't matured? Story 1. Belittling others for fun. My friend started dating a girl and invited her to dinner with us. She sat next to me, only other woman in the group. Spent the whole night trash-talking everyone's clothes and looks, thinking she was clever. Sorry, I'm in my 30s. I don't have time for someone with a high school mean girl mentality. Story 2. Inability or unwillingness to do anything independently. Also, constantly breaking up and getting back together applies to men too. Our friend breaks up with her boyfriend weekly, so when I hang out with her roommate, it's a guessing game if they're together or not. Story 3. Playing the victim. My ex never once took responsibility for things going wrong in her life or others due to her actions. Not once. Years later, I realized she never admitted fault. Always someone or something else's blame. Story 4. Not taking responsibility for financial well-being, like relying on parents, boyfriends, or credit cards, expecting someone to take care of them. Not people with low wages or stay-at-home parents by choice, but women who don't plan for financial security, assuming they'll marry rich. Story 5. Not knowing how to be single. Beyond independence, it's needing a partner to validate themselves. They break up, then within a month are in a new relationship, so in love. Shows they don't know how to work on themselves or heal. Also flags codependency issues. Story 6. Thinking they don't need to respect boundaries because they're women. My friend dated a woman who hit men expecting no retaliation. Shocked when a guy hit back. Expected my friend to fight the guy. Offended when he said she deserved it. Didn't last long. Tried it with my sister's boyfriend. Surprised when my sister hit her. Never considered women might hit back. Story 7. Assuming they're right in every argument, refusing to acknowledge others' perspectives, even when proven wrong. Dated a girl who accused me of something. We fought. I objectively proved her wrong. She went, "I'll take my shirt off. See if you're still mad." No, I don't want sex. I want you to admit you're wrong. Apologize. Understand why I'm upset. Then maybe we'll hook up. Story 8. Not communicating feelings. Expecting me to magically know. Staying silent on misunderstandings. Not giving a chance to fix things. So I keep doing it. And it becomes why she ghosts me. Met my best friend last August. Things are great because she tells me instantly if I say/do something she doesn't like. So I apologize and change immediately. Story 9. Always talking about cutting drama/toxicity from their life. Spoiler, they're the drama. Ended a friendship with a girl who, over 7 years, ended a dozen friendships and got into work conflicts, always thinking she was right. Other women were jealous. Bad friends. When I ended our friendship, first time I ever had to verbally end one, she listed my flaws. I apologized, pointed out her issues and their impact. She didn't apologize, just criticized me. Best thing I did was walk away. Story 10. Moms competing with their daughters. Talent. Success. Male attention. Fucking disgusting. Story 11. Lack of empathy and listening skills. Thinking you're less of a man for emotional vulnerability, weaponizing insecurities. Constantly testing how you'll react. My ex, post-divorce, said she only asked for it thinking I'd fight for her. I asked who I was fighting. She shut up. Story 12. Women who don't listen, just want to vent, using you as a sounding board. They're the friend who's never had it worse than them, doesn't care about your life, only theirs matters. Leave, they won't be there for you emotionally. Story 13. Leaving my office job. A coworker asked where I was going. Said I was playing Dungeons and Dragons with friends. She laughed, asked loaded questions to shame me. My coworkers respect me despite different hobbies. She deflated when no one joined her mocking. Super awkward. She switched jobs months later over team issues, but I never trusted her after. Story 14. Girl got mad, stormed out to her parents. Days later, she said, "Why didn't you chase me?" I said, "What? You think this is a movie?" Story 15. Constantly gossiping about others. Behavior starting in preteens, continuing through adolescence. Some mature out of it. Others stay stuck in perpetual teen mode. Story 16. Always bad-mouthing exes, insisting they were the problem. She did nothing wrong. Broke up with a girl like that. Bet she's trashing me to her next guy. Story 17. Getting mad I have hobbies and she doesn't. Sorry, I don't like being bored, so I find things to do. Don't guilt me for being in a good mood. My wife and I nearly divorced over this. I won't be miserable just because you are. Story 18. Date last October. She bragged about being independent but forgot her wallet when the bill came. Fine paying for a first date, but I hate when women assume I will. Done with her. Story 19. Generally childish, immature behavior. Try talking. They act like a socially awkward teen. Story 20. Acting like their birthday's a national holiday, expecting everyone to worship them. Story 21. Playing hard to get, then wondering why men lose interest. Story 22. Not understanding me time in relationships. We don't need to be glued together every hour. Sometimes I want to sit with a beer and play Pokemon. Story 23. Apologizing but justifying why they'll do it again. I'm so sorry, here's why I'm justified next time. Applies to men too. Story 24. Controlling who their partner can talk to. Checking phones, social media, forcing them to cut contact. Screams insecurity and a childish view of relationships. Story 25. Loved playing mind games. Pretending she was mad, ghosting me for 7 to 8 hours, then texting. Just kidding, LOL. We were 20, super toxic. Got why she was a single mom. Story 26. Constantly saying, I'm a good person, like they're convincing themselves. You shouldn't need to announce it. Story 27. My ex-wife brags she's still hotter than my current partner. Thinks looks are everything. Story 28. My best friend's ex left him for being too boring. By month's end, she begged to get back. He rejected her. Story 29. Thinking they deserve a tall, handsome millionaire to sweep them off their feet despite toxic personalities, mediocre education, baseless entitlement, and single mom status. Tons of these queens out there. Story 30. Commenter's reflection. Lots of these behaviors apply to men too. We must strive to deserve mature people and be mature ourselves for friendships, relationships, or whatever. Self-reflect, identify what we're doing wrong, and change to be better.